getting excited? Y'all taking notes? Y'all drinking? You staying hydrated? We're staying hydrated here, right? Because I want for you to find the best juicer for you. Johanna Ramos, and welcome back to this week's video. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. So glad that you were able to drop in. Don't forget to go down in the comments, say hi, click that like button, subscribe so that you don't miss any more of this great content from your vegan friend. One of the most frequently asked questions I get on my Instagram page is, Johanna, what type of juicer should I buy? By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, be sure to go down below, click the link in the description box so that you can come aboard and get the information that I shared there also. So I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to talk about all the FAQs when it comes to choosing the juicer that is perfect for you. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, go grab you a fresh juice, a smoothie, some hot tea, and let's get started. Check. Be sure that you do stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to give you some details on this delicious green juice that I'm drinking, and also give you a peek into how these two juicers operate and compare with each other. When it comes to deciding which juicer you should buy, it's not just a straightforward answer. I always have questions for the person that comes to me with that questions. There's several factors that are involved. First of all, how often do you plan on juicing? How much juice do you want to drink when you do juice? And finally, what is your budget? All of those things will come into play and factor into which juicer is the perfect juicer for you, not necessarily the perfect juicer in general. Does that make sense? So what makes me the authority on talking about juicers? First of all, I have been a plant-based vegan for over 7 years, and juicing has been the catalyst that I have used from the very beginning of my journey to get the largest amounts of nutrients into this body, straight to these cells, to cleanse my organs, to reset my organs, to cleanse my blood, to enhance myself from the inside out. You know, that glow that we're always seeking, it starts from the inside. And juicing is the easiest, simplest way for you to get the most amount of nutrients into your body and get those results. That glow that you're looking for, that energy that you're looking for, that mental clarity that we all want so badly. That is how I was able to achieve it, by incorporating juicing into my entire journey. So that makes me an authority on the subject matter. Let's start with giving you a timeline on the juicers that I have owned throughout my journey. Starting out, actually before I even decided to become plant-based vegan, my husband brought me my very first juicer. It was a Christmas present. It was the LaLanne Power Juicer. That should be like a blast from the past for those of you that have been into juicing. So I would say I actually had that juicer 2 years prior before starting on my journey. I didn't use it as much as I plan to, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. You know, you get this thing, you have this grand plan, and then you kind of let it sit. I'm sure I made orange juice a couple of times for breakfast, but it wasn't until 2013 when I decided to make the transition to putting more whole plants and foods into my body that I really put Jack to work. And Jack LaLanne Power Juicer is still in my house. Yep. It's here. It's right up there. I don't use it anymore, but it was an amazing juicer. Like for 5 years strong, me and Jack, we rode. We did a lot of juicing for myself, for other people, as I taught in the community. So it is an amazing juicer. Now I am being very specific that I'm talking about the Jack LaLanne Power Juicer. It was more of a round shape juicer. I'll insert a picture here. I'm sure I'll be able to find one. And the company has changed a lot since he passed away in 2011. Now it's called the Jack LaLanne Fusion Juicer, and I do not recommend it. I don't. I've had several people, as I was still recommending that juicer, that would go and pick one up at their local Walmart or order one online, and within 3 months, if that, the motor was burning out or something crazy. But if you could find a Jack LaLanne Power Juicer on eBay somewhere, I wouldn't even be mad. Like, I would give it a shot. So Jack LaLanne is considered a centrifugal juicer. And what that means is there's a blade inside of those types of juicers, typically round, and it has these different cuts and blades inside of it, and it just spins. Spins and spins and spins very fast. When you're talking about the spinning of whatever apparatus is processing or juicing your produce, you want to think about RPMs, okay? How many revolutions per minute is that blade or whatever's being used to juice that produce? How fast is it going? Okay, a centrifugal juicer, the RPMs can range anywhere from 6,000 to 16,000 revolutions per minute. That's how many times it will go around in 1 minute while it's processing and juicing your produce. Okay, well, some people would think, dang, that's really fast. I'll get done faster. You want to really think about that. The higher the RPMs are in your juicer, there's more chance of that juicer getting hot and heating up, which will actually in turn remove some of the enzymes and the nutrients that are in the produce that you're actually juicing. We did not just go to the market, spend all of our hard-earned coin, okay, on this beautiful produce to put in our bodies, come home, wash it, prep it to go into this juice, only to use the nutrients when we actually put it into the juicer. So 6,000 to 16,000, that is really high, and you'll see what I mean as I continue to go on telling you about the different types of juicers. That is considered a centrifugal juicer. Most of the ones that you go into Walmart or Target and pick up, they are going to be that type of juicer. Now, as far as price range goes, as I continue to recommend it to people, it came down as low as $100 to $125. And then the Fusion Juicer, that one was in Walmart for like $80. But once again, please do not listen to me, do not go buy that juicer. It is not the way to your healthy kingdom. Don't do it. So my next juicer after that was a Breville. That should also be a very familiar name if you've just been doing any type of research into juicers. Breville is a leader in the juicer industry. And I had the Breville Juice Fountain Cold. This is another centrifugal juicer. However, they introduced cold press technology into their machine. It actually slowed down the RPMs while juicing your produce. My favorite thing about that juicer was it came with a 70-ounce pitcher that I could actually close the top on. So if by chance I couldn't or I didn't have a mason jar handy right then, I could always pour the juice in there and seal it until I was able to get my hands on some jars to then store my juice properly. That one runs around $180 to $200, whether you go to Amazon and order it, I know that Bed Bath & Beyond also carries it, and so if you have that 20% off coupon, winning. Just remember though, the key thing about the centrifugal juicer, while it is less expensive, that blade is moving 6,000 to 16,000 RPMs, is that you may encounter some heat on your produce and your juice, which will take away some of the enzymes, those good enzymes and the nutritional value that you really want in your body, which also will decrease the life of your juice. So how often do you want a juice? How long do you want that juice to last when you store it? All of that comes into play when thinking about picking out the perfect juicer for you. The next juicer that I had was the Norwalk. Norwalk is Big Daddy, Big Pimpin'. Okay, this juicer's so boss. The Norwalk is considered a hydraulic press juicer. So if you ever seen people put their produce in like a cloth, like a cheesecloth type material, but it's much thicker, folded up, and then they place it into this juicer, and pretty much hydraulics will press the juice right out of that produce. I'll insert a clip here of my husband using our Norwalk to give you an example of what I'm talking about there. We're talking about 1,000 pounds of pressure on this produce. So you start out with like maybe a pineapple, a disc of pineapple that you cut that was this thick, and you fold it up in that cloth, and that hydraulic press gets to it, and that juice comes out, you're left with a pineapple pancake about this big. It's very satisfying to watch, I will say that. And it also has a grinder side that you can put all of your other produce in, things that don't really have juice to squeeze out from the press. So like your leafy greens, your apples, things like that can go in that grinder, and then you pour that, what's left, the pulp that it's made from the grinder with minimal heat into that cloth and press out your juice. You wouldn't have to worry about sacrificing the integrity of your juice in any way at all. Your shelf life on your juice would be amazing. Your enzyme and nutrient count would be phenomenal. You don't have to worry about that, the heating aspect of it. So that juicer runs about $3,000, but that is a juicer that I have seen people on different YouTube channels that they have had that juicer for 25 years. Like when you get it, you've got it. The next juicer that I had after that was my Green Star Elite. The Green Star became the juicer love of my life. Like I just was like, I will never ever be without a Green Star ever in my life. Like the juice that it created, the technology that's in it, the not having to worry about my enzyme and nutrient count with that juicer love of my life. The Green Star Elite actually has jumbo twin gears, which no other juicer on the market that I know of has this technology. It's these two big gears that pretty much chew. In fact, that's why it's called a masticating juicer. Masticating as in chew. These two gears chew up the produce that you are wanting to get the juice from. There's like infrared technology in it and some magnetic technology in it, which will only allow it to get as hot as 1/2 degree. So once again, we are not having to worry about losing the integrity of the juice and the nutritional value that we want inside of our body when we use this juicer. And it's also great that this juicer makes so many other things. It's an amazing kitchen gadget if you're into that. You can make sorbet, you can make different types of nut butters. You can grind up nuts to make milk, different plant milk, so you can't go wrong. The price point on it is probably $500 to $700. Once again, you're getting a machine that is going to last you, I believe the warranty on this thing is 15 years alone, which who's going to put a 15-year warranty on something, right, that is not phenomenal? So the price point is great for what you can do with it, for how long it will last you, and definitely for the type of juice that it will give you on your journey. With the Green Star Elite, that's more if you hear people talking about a slow juicer or a masticating juicer, those RPMs are always going to be a lot slower. So we're looking at 143 RPM. That is a huge difference from the 6,000 to 16,000 we just talked about with the centrifuge juicer. So right when I thought there's no other juicer for me, it's me and Green Star forever, baby, forever and ever, forever, ever, ever. Along came the NAMA, that I affectionately call my NAMA Mama, is a serious slow masticating juicer. Okay, so you know, being in a rush shouldn't be a part of your juicing time anyway. I've always looked at juicing as a time of like working meditation. Like, it's satisfying to clean that produce and prep it and know that I'm getting ready to extract the things that can go straight into my cells, straight into my body, and just make me feel and look amazing. So check this out. The NAMA's RPMs are only 43 revolutions per minute. We talked about 16,000 and we're down to 43 revolutions per minute. And the pulp that is left from these two juicers is virtually dry, okay? On the centrifugal juicers, there were times that I would take the pulp and I would run it back through the machine because it was so soaking wet, and produce costs money, honey. Okay, but with these two juicers, it is virtually dry because it's moving slower and being sure that it's getting as much of that juice out of your produce as it possibly can. The NAMA is comparably priced with the Green Star Elite. It's just really a matter of probably here, like your preference, and if you really want to slow down those RPMs to almost nothing. Do you like an upright juicer versus a more horizontal juicer? I mean, they are extremely comparable. The NAMA also makes, you can make your plant milks, your sorbets. You can do all of that in this machine along with juice as well. So it's another awesome kitchen gadget, and it is priced, the last I checked, around $400. There's, you know, you might want to check out to see if there's any type of promotion going on, but very comparably priced, very comparable in function. So close, in fact, stick around so that you can see these two in action in terms of how long it takes to juice the same amount of produce, as well as the yield, how much juice you actually get from the produce. Y'all getting excited? Y'all taking notes? Y'all drinking? You staying hydrated? We're staying hydrated here, right? Because I want for you to find the best juicer for you. I'm telling you the juicers that I have gone through because I also hope that you pick up that the most important thing is that you start. Okay, don't say, well, you know what, I'm just not going to start juicing until I can get the Norwalk. No. You start where you are, okay? You go and get the Green Star. You go and get the Breville Juice Fountain Cold. All right, you search on eBay for the LaLanne Power Juicer even, okay? Don't not start now, okay? The health that you desire and that you deserve is waiting for you now. Grow as I did. We're talking about 9 years worth of juicers that I'm just talking you through here. All right, so hopefully you all pick up on that and that you start where you are and grow from there. I certainly hope that this video helps someone, that it allows you to really make an informed decision on which juicer is perfect for you, because that is all that matters. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next week. Cheers to your health from your vegan friend. Bye. Y'all ready to see these babies in action? Let's get it.